afternoon, evening, and night, everybody. I'm just hopefully making a little small, short stream of just trying not to die on this particular game. My friend Ackle just beat Touhou Mr. Izakaya last night, so I thought it would be really nice, really nice to play the game that it's kind of like mainly conceived from. Hey Jess, what's up? Snowy, hi! What are you all doing this Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on where you are? You finally made it to one. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten into one of yours yet. Unless I am just not remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure I have not. Actually, that's a good one. I'm not sure if I followed you yet. Me passing by to say hello. I'm at work right now. Hope stream goes well and take care now. You too, hey. You take care of yourself. I hope work goes well. I don't know how far you're into your shift. I was looking over some Twitch rules. Oh, nice. What were you? Was there something you were in particular you were looking for? Did you find what you were looking for? Just a few things here. Of course, Discord has an update while I'm doing this. Still a noob and such things. I'm looking for how bits work. Oh, I was looking at that after I got affiliate. And then I don't remember anything I read. So you're dead, I guess. All I know is that it's like people use money, but it's not currency. Really. Probably gonna be me. Well, they're like, oh, let me just look this thing up, and then just not remember anything. Yeah. So I know most people don't really play these video games. Oh, traded by a dog. I will be a moment. Play by console, so you've been playing like what obviously if I caught a stream I would know. What sort of games do you have streaming so far? What do you want? I have that here for you. What do you want? What? No. I don't have anything for you. Oh, I have nothing. Not for you. Look, not for you. No, I'm looking up. PS5. Oh shoot, I haven't got PS5 yet. Resident Evil Final Fight 16, Dead Space, things like that. This game fun? I find it fun. I have been addicted to bullet hells since I was in preschool when I was playing some bullet hell game on a side-scrolling one on my aunt's or grandma's Nokia phone. I didn't seem to turn down then. So it's bringing back memories. I played this in high school, and then I played this on and off for a little bit. So this is a new game, but I'm gonna start on easy difficulty, just so that I can get somewhere. Oh, I have my cursor doing it. We don't want my cursor to be coming in here. No. No cursor. So, the one thing about these games, a lot of people don't normally play these, but I've been playing these on multiple computers. My keyboard, I mentioned this on a previous stream, isn't very good with these with certain games because it doesn't have the correct ghosting. So I actually can't I can't grab them yet. I actually can't press 3 buttons or more. It won't read it properly. We're gonna play this particular shot type / characters, since this is kind of a tiny little celebratory, but also I just want to do something on a Friday. Since my friend beat a spin-off game, well not a spin-off game, a fan game, that kind of derived from this game. It's going to be very interesting paying attention to chat, if we have a lot of chat going on, and playing this game, because I will die many times. Which is part of the reason we're starting on easy difficulty. I don't really read too much of the story here, since I'm just kind of here for playing. Nobody really goes to Touhou for story. We're all here to see whoever's freaking playing get owned by bullets. Maybe I should have put chat closer to my actual gameplay area. Anyway, yeah, so since Akko beat the game that derived from this one, I had Akko before the stream decide which team to play, or which shot type to play. And he's like, play as this team because they're your girls. And I was like, okay. Thank you. Like a lot of shot types. Wow, no extra. No bonus. Sad. Oh, but I got rank 1. Regardless. Awesome. I love how you just get more score for being alive. Like, yes. Congratulations for living. And now I can gather stuff up. Give me that bomb. So I mentioned before that my keyboard doesn't have that much, isn't very good ghosting. And it doesn't really matter for most games, but of course it matters in the games I do play. Which is why I complain about it. At least the games that I really enjoy playing. one of the things that's a thing that you really want to do in these sort of games is actually not really a mechanic, but more like something that you can utilize. So in these games, that thing I'm about to talk about is literally would have just come in handy right there and then. Where when you see a bunch of bullets on screen and you don't think you can dodge, you want to clear off the screen by using a bomb. But now I've died. I've basically just wasted 3 of them. 4 of them actually, because I had an extra. Since you basically that's what I mean, like it's hard to talk and freaking dodge at the same time. I'm really bad at it, and it's part of the reason I'm doing this is because then it's very good practice to talk and do this at the same time. But anyway, as I was saying, the function I was talking about, bombing, is very useful generally, but if you want to maximize your lives, you can kind of treat a bomb as a life by doing what we call death bombing, which is there's a few frames when you're about just before death that you can bomb, right when you're about to die, so that you can consume a bomb instead of just your life. So you can always bomb early because you can press it for like a panic button or whatever else, but generally, if you use it as your bomb is another life, you can basically kind of play as if you have double the life. Oh, I accidentally stayed a vehicle at the end there, so I freaking didn't get all the points for as younger. Oopsie, that's okay, we'll just take everything as vehicle now. Fine, it's okay. I got an extra one. This is the one I always have trouble with going into normal difficulty. Obviously we're in easy difficulty right now just to get used to everything, but if we can, once you see this on easy, I'll push myself up to normal, and then it'll actually kind of be a decent bit of a challenge. And then when I once you see everybody, like all the different characters, I think I unlock the ability to play as solo, as like each of the characters solo instead of as a team. I don't remember. I remember the last time I unlocked these freaking things. Playing way too much chicken. It really shouldn't be. Give me that. Oh my god, it's Crane. I can't read right now, I'm focusing. What does that mean? Way too much chicken. Okay, let me close the door and then I will explain what I mean. Okay, so when I said I'm playing way too much chicken, it's like the game of chicken where it's like you're where like you're not you're trying not to pull away. You're trying to pull away at the last minute. You're trying not to be the last person to move. Like, you know, like kind of like one of those games where it's like if something's coming towards you, you wait till like the very last second to pull away. I don't know how else to describe chicken. Maybe Google might have a better approach on how. Oh, you mean like Pingus? Pingus? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean by Pingus? Or Pingus? I don't know. This is hard talking while trying to survive. I had the stupidest little death earlier. If not, I would have basically been having a perfect run by now. But now I've died once. Something tiny. So, Crane, how are you doing? God, I want to get more grace points, but at the same time, I don't. Because if I stay too close and I just get greedy, I'm gonna get got. See, I got rank 2 instead of rank 1. Sad! God, I love the music of these scenes. Boy. Pingus is when people try to pingus succession one after another, but you don't know. Oh, yeah! Okay, now I get what you mean. Yes. Also, Crane, we have a pingus command to explain people. Is this not working? Oh my god, is the freaking... There it is. I was gonna say, I'm like, why is it not popping up? But it's also a gigantic wall of text, because, yeah. Hell yeah, give me that. Amazing. Yeah, people wanted to ping us in the chat, so I was like, okay, how do I explain this for the people who aren't from the craniums? So far, we've gotten half a pingus. That's about it. I'm playing way too aggressively right now. I'm gonna get smacked. Oh, give me those. Give me those. Give me those. How have I not gotten an extra life in the middle of all this? Or maybe I did, I just wasn't paying attention. Shmup! Rady, are you a fan of shmups? Also, aren't you supposed to be going to bed? I'm just playing on easy right now because I haven't played this in a long time. I've lost a life to something very minor and stupid, so... It's probably about time I die again. This time for something legitimate. We just die already. Holy frick. Oh yeah! Schmap, 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 schmap. Oh, this is the one that goes out, then back in. In normal mode, I 100% always get caught when it comes back. I need the pause to read this. Who doesn't like shmups? Fools, that's who. And yeah, going to sleep shortly. Just got the notification so I pop in. Well, thank you for popping in. Please do not neglect your health, but thank you very much for popping in. Appreciate it. I feel like there's a lot of people actually who doesn't like shmups. Or at least don't like playing them. There's probably a decent chunk of people who are like, oh, okay to, oh, watch them. Ah. I still have nap throat. Does anyone know what I mean by nap throat? Like where I was napping or asleep, and then so now my throat still feels like kind of tight. Wait, what is shmups? This is a shmup. Like shooters. What? How does Google define shmup? Shoot 'em up. There you go. So shoot 'em up. STG. I was like, that was stupid. How did I not remember that? Oh, Steel is streaming too. I didn't realize. Oh well. Well, I'm here now. Excuse me. Oh, this game genre. Yeah, this game genre where you're freaking... It's also known as a curtain fire shooter because it's coming downward at you with the bullets. And it's also known as a... What is it? I know I had to look through Twitch a number of times to find the actual tag for this sort of game. And I think it ended at... What did it end up being called on Twitch? It ended up being called... A bullet hell. Yeah, so bullet hell. So, like, in Nier Automata, hacking is what comes to mind. Yes! Yes! This is exactly it. I keep forgetting that Nier kind of, somewhat made people aware of this genre. It's been around for forever, but that was one of the things that really brought me to Nier was the fact that bullets came over at you in 3D like a shmup or a shoot 'em up. But then, yeah, I totally forgot that the hacking has this as well. I still need to actually finish the ending for 9S's story. Ikaraga is never let people... Yeah! That was the one I was thinking about earlier. I was like, when I started playing this game today, I was like, what's the one that people are actually really, like, familiar with for this genre? And I couldn't remember. It's the one that's, like, switches or something. Oh, damn it! Yeah, most people cried in the credits. I could have found it. Oh, this. I need to move. Can't quite hit her. Am I hitting her now? Come on, ho. I hate the shaking. It's actually screwing with me. Frick. Oh, she's a bit too much to the middle. I wish it... Hey! A little bit to the side more. Frick! I'm moving too soon. I'm not positioning her next shot very well. Come on, lady. No, I'm gonna time out. Please die. Please just... Yeah! Yeah, Nier is great bullet hell style. I picked up Replicant the other day. Loved Automata. I haven't done Replicant yet. Ugh. I love how my finger is just always on the bomb key, and yet I haven't freaking bombed a single time this playthrough. Oh my god. Nier Automata will go down as one of the best franchises in my heart. Yeah, for sure. I've only done the one ending in that game, and then, but there's obviously a lot more endings. Okay, we're almost near the end now. I remember when Studio Still was having Nier, I think it was the audiobook auditions, and I was like, oh my god, I totally want to do that, but my voice was not in a good spot at that time, so I was like, okay, well, I know there's a lot of people who are really good at these voices in the studio, so, frick! I'm sure it will be fine. pausing to reach out. Who would have tried out for? Who would you have tried out for? Snow at Snowsy 2, right? Wait, what? What would Snowsy say? Absolutely. There wasn't that many characters I know 2B. That's the only one I remember was posted, but now I'm gonna look if it's still up at all. Video game content, not fan cast. Cast and Cold. Oh, I guess it's gone now. Oh well. I can't remember unless it is. Are you were sick, Maya? Well, I wouldn't say I was sick, but like my voice was like not stable at that point in time where it's like I could speak and I wasn't sick, but it wasn't in like the best of health that I could consistently work in a reporting for a little bit of time. And I believe it was an audiobook, so you know that you're gonna be sitting there reading for a while. I have a lot of like what was I say? Like I have a lot of periods in the year where I'm like that, but I'm trying really, 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 really hard to keep my vocal health up. And it's starting, now that fall is here, it's starting to be the hard season for that. Happen to me. Because as it's drier, it's going to be harder to stay hydrated. Because I live in a house where there's smoke. And also... Sorry, I'm focusing. Thank you very much. I'll take that life. What was I saying? God, it's so hard to talk and play at the same time! I told myself I was gonna get good at that by doing this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because I have a lot of respiratory problems regarding... Oh my god, I didn't even see that bullet and I somehow dodged it. Okay. But also, the water here in my town is really, really hard. Most of the time, it kind of tastes like chalk or rocks. So a lot of times I have to let the water sit for a while. And it's still... Eat me. Yeah, bombs. Oh my god, if I 1cc this first try, I'm gonna be so happy. Of course it's not easy, so I shouldn't be too impressed, but still. But yeah, fall through spring is always really hard for me in terms of vocal health. But that's also like, I feel like most projects, unlike, I didn't death bomb because I hate this freaking keyboard and it's freaking, and yeah, I hate this keyboard and the fact that it's ghosting is not the best. I can just plug in a keyboard, but I'm lazy. Whatever content, I guess. Spring, oh my god, please pause when I pause. Spring through spring is hard for me. Is it now? Do you have health problems here, Riddy, or do you just like not like the cool? So this is a cool concept. Like, it's no wonder, it's a bad idea, that Zun got a lot of freaking notoriety for these games. This isn't even a very hard non-spell. Why the frick am I freaking out? I forgot what it was all about, and now that I've calmed down for another second, I can calmly decide what the frick it is that I'm doing. I always have an easier time in the summer because of the humidity and the warmth. Frick, I hate this freaking spell card so much. I have like a second to be like, oh yeah, this is probably a good idea to be. Actually, this is a good spot. It's fine. Maybe not. Okay, we're okay. Oh my god, how did I not die? Rank 2. Alright, final stage. Let's go. I just mean the spring right through the following spring. Oh, yeah, I know. I got what you meant, man. I got what you meant. Give me all the lives, game. Give them all to me. I'm almost close to another life. I'm at 948 out of 1100. I might get there. I might get there in the middle of the boss, actually. Yeah, I'll get there. I just need 40 more points. That's easy. Wait, did I get the Kaguya ending? Did I? I thought I had to... Oh, frick. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. Being stupid, me. Ah! Ah! No, 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 no. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Inside the circle, inside the circle. I've never done so well at the spell card before in my life. Okay. Give me that. Why didn't I just do this? Did I get ending B? No, 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 okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't remember her showing up already. Too bad I don't have like sound alert set up, then you guys could like try and mess me up. Frick! Oh my god, that's so close! I hate this. I hate this so much. Frick! And of course the won't let me death bomb because ghosting. How am I gonna get through this on normal with this keyboard? Not bad. Craftsman blames their tools, Maya. No. Oh god. My eyeballs did not adjust to that very well. Also, will it let me die if a freaking bullet spawns on me? Well, that doesn't actually hit you. Okay. I did not realize that. It just shows you where stuff's gonna spawn around you. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. We're good. We're good. We're good. Give me this bullcrap. I don't remember this one being that hard, but watch me eat my words in like 2 seconds. It turns the other way, right? Yeah. No? Yes. That's a mistake. Anyway, sleep time for me. Have fun, all. And Crane, I know you'll struggle to stream without without me there later, but you'll have to fight on. I believe in you. Good night, Ready Crash. Sleep well. Oh, I remember this. Bull crap. I really remember this bull crap. Oh, it goes the other way. Right. Oh my god, my eyeballs between the freaking, all the light blue and the dark blue in the background is just, oh, I should have, I don't know. Maybe I should put a warning on stream. I don't know. This one's simple enough, but my eyeballs are like already done. Oh my god, how did that not kill me? Oh my god. How am I not dead? There we go. Could have just had a quiet evening live streaming with your art and your tea and your puto, and you could have had it, and then you could have had more taiyaki. Do you wear blue light glasses? Could help. Oh no, I'm talking about like the blue from all the bullets. I don't know if it'd work from that regard, but I have been wanting to get like the blue lens kind of deal. I'm gonna break this one. And I just meant all the blue on blue, making it hard for me to discern things, essentially. Does she spawn more of these later? I want to say that. Oh, just die already! I think they would help getting the good stuff, no worries. Oh, here we go. This is the part I always frick up. So the game gives you, most Touhou games will give you like a last word kind of dealio, where you can like go through a bunch of different things, but I always frick it up. Like I always die at least once. Like you see there at the right that my bombs and my life are nullified. Okay, we did one. That's nice. God, I'm so bad at this. Ah, that happens? That's a thing? Frick me. Oh well. Yeah, we got a big old fail on the front of the screen. Yeah, thanks. We love Zune. He does literally everything in these games. He makes the he programs it, he makes the music, and he does the art. The art isn't so much to my liking, but it gets it gets the point across enough for the designs of these characters. Clearly, because there's such a big following with Touhou, it's not even funny. Pretty much everybody has been exposed to Touhou somehow, whether they know it or not. Let's just browse Twitter or Discord while the credits roll. Freaking Crash is streaming now too? What a hoser. Okay, I wasn't expecting the 1cc read that quickly, but we only did it with one character. Earth thinks I'm getting Sokyo stat. That's funny. Green creating Kanishi. Programming, graphics, and music. That's it. Oh, so much phlegm coming out. Oh my god. Of course, now that I'm talking to people, I have phlegm coming out. Oh my god. If people are still around, oh my god, my throat. I just drank water too. Let's put up a poll for which characters to play next. We love starting new games. Number of misses, 5. Number of bombs used, 1. Number of spell card bonuses, 23. Slowdown rate, okay. Sure, we'll save a replay. Yeah. Spell cards practice has been unlocked. Now you can really get those guys. Well, thank you. Did the game just stop responding? No! Fine. We're just gonna eat some dessert. Alright. Yeah, I totally stopped responding. It's like dead. We can restart the game again. Close. And we'll start it up again. So as it's going, I'm gonna set up a poll. Actually, I guess I should show Valley! Welcome home! At a 11.5-hour shift. Kind of. Ish. I'm eating puto. Yeah, puto and tea. How long are you gonna stay up? I have another 11-hour shift more frick. What time? Sad. I love the smile of pain. I was tempted to make that an emote. 11 a.m. Okay, so at least you have some time to rest. Teaching him how it's time to rest. Would you want to play it up for a little bit? I saw somebody streaming it earlier, and now I'm like, no, I'm gonna play that in a little bit. Maybe I want to do some drawing. Okay, well, I'll leave it to you. If you want to do some drawing, I'll just continue doing this. I was thinking of switching games, but my brain isn't telling me what game to switch to, so I'll do maybe one more run before I either switch something or maybe raid crash. So, for those of you guys paying attention, I'm just gonna show a small test of all the other three characters. Loki kind of amazed at how you bullet dodging while also chatting. That was a freaking demonstration. Valley, it said in the middle of the screen demonstration. But thank you for thinking it was me. I once CC'd before you got here, though. I mentally did. Well, you just had an 11.5 hours, what's it called? 11.5 hour, shift. So I'm not really surprised. I'm kind of okay, at least on easy mode, up until, like, the 3rd or 4th stage. Then it's like, if you talk to me, I'm fricked. It was my second arrow. Oh, you worked yesterday? What days do you have off this week? So this particular shot type is homing. So we have Reimu, who is like the main character of the Touhou series. Excuse me. This coming week is supposed to have Sunday and Monday off. Nice. I have Sunday and Saturday off, which is normal. Oh. So Reimu has regular bullets, but also has like these talismans that she throws. You see like these like blue ones, and they home. So this is kind of the homing team. So Yukari is the yokai of this, and what happens is when you're kind of mid-ranged, her familiar will go and kind of home in on the boss or whatever enemies was nearby at the time that you switch over to Yukari. So like if I'm over here and I have Yukari, you'll see that her familiar isn't homing at all. But if I get closer, it'll start. And then when I go by farther away, it'll continue saying it. And then the other character... Next character we can have... I like this one a lot. Is a high-powered character. So Marissa and Alice. Where Marissa just does a frick ton of damage, and then Alice is there, and she has like a concentrate beam. Oh, I forgot that their bonus too is that they already have like the grab item without having to be in full power. Yay! We love thieves. Also, wait, Valley, you said you're supposed to have Sunday and Monday off. As in, it's not confirmed. Yeah, so Marissa is like, this is the team where it's like a very small stream of where the bullets are, but they're high powered, so it's like, whatever is in that stream is gonna frickin' die very quickly. When I get to the boss, I'll show more of Alice. But Alice has an even lower, smaller hitbox. It's literally just like a 10 pixel wide laser. After playing through the entire game, these ones move so slow. Yeah, I'll go to next group. And the last one, I don't know how to describe this one, but it's kind of like the gimmick one where there's like Saki is throwing knives, and then I think when you power her up, she just gets a slightly more spread shot. Yeah. But then you can switch into Remilia, where she too has familiars, and then wherever you switch to Remilia, drops familiars in that spot. So you could like drop the familiars here nearby a boss, and then just like laser down the other things. But Remilia's regular shot isn't really that strong. I guess it's okay, actually. Not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's not bad. Right. I keep forgetting I'm not Marissa anymore. Title, and we'll set up the ball. And there's an enemy there. Also, I just realized, hey, just did a hydrate a while ago, and I don't remember if I actually did it. But I did now! Where's the pole thing? There's pole. New pole. Who should I play? Reimu and Yukari. And then, what's the next team? Marissa and Alice, which is high power. What is the power? Oh, the power. And then, who is it? Sakia and Remelia, which is Mines. Familiar placement, let's put that. 9. I keep forgetting how little. Let's go for like 2 minutes. God, I love this music. It's so good. Why is Touhou music so good? Touhou e yasho. If no one goes to the poll, I'm just gonna go to somebody and be like, hey, A, B, or C. Randomly on Discord. And they're gonna be like, what? And I'll be like, just pick one. Help me make choices. I'm indecisive and I need help. Oh, we have 2 votes for high power. Oh, you lovely lurkers voting. Thank you. I should really work on emotes. I've been so lazy. This is actually kind of the most free I've had in the latter half of the week. I hope all you people who are deep in the night are getting enough sleep, though. All my poor European viewers. Oh, we have a 3rd vote. I swear to God, if one of you is literally just putting multiple votes using points, I shall not sleep tonight. Why? Why are you not sleeping tonight? Also, hello, Immortal. I know you've been kind of hanging out in the chat quietly. But that's most because I'm playing a multinational tabletop game. Ooh! Yeah, okay. Friday night is definitely a good tabletop night. 3 votes for Valley contributed 50 channel points. Is it still channel points? I thought I'd oh yeah, it's guild coins. Why does it still say points? It should be freaking coins. And then you can be like, you got some coin? Instead of alcohol-based bender, I go on coffee-based ones. Nice. High power. Alright, let's go. Let's freaking obliterate everything quickly. And then maybe we'll raid Crash? Mayhaps. Good guy, good guy. Actually, no, let's do normal. Frick it. Let's do normal on one that's harder to... I should have done normal on the other team and then this one easy. Instead of alcohol-based, I'm currently just working on SS13 maps while listening. SS13? Qu'est-ce que c'est? So I haven't been chatting. That's okay. I appreciate you being here. gonna be a little bit harder now that I'm actually... The regular enemies will fight back more often now, a lot earlier. But hopefully we can just power them and mow them down before they actually... Space Station 13. I don't know what that is. Care to share? Care to share with my ignorant arse? I also moved the game closer to the chat, so I don't have to... I literally had the game all the way at the left side, and then the freaking chat all the way in the right side, so it was, you know, it was bad decisions. Bad decisions. Also, Marissa's really fast. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but... Actually, I don't know if there's that much of a speed difference between her and Young. But she feels really fast. Oh, I had a little bit of a lag spike there. Wow. A rather niche, okay, relatively niche, 1,000-ish people isn't that small, but it's mostly a Space Station multiplayer roleplay game. Okay, I figured that was the case, but I just wasn't sure if maybe there was more to it. Well, there is, you're just not saying, okay. Look at me being hyper-aggressive. But legit though, Marissa's so fast. This feels like good progression though, like in between beating the game on easy and then going into this on normal. It feels like decent progression. Except I'm gonna pause every time this happens. So one can be top-down shooter, the next can be the Reign of Furries, and the next can be Spaceship Simulator instead. Oh, for the servers. Okay. Did I miss a... Nope. I did miss a chat. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, if I get the death bomb, nice. My spell bullets go. That makes me very sad. Do we get extra? Do we get a bonus? We got a bonus! Oh yeah! Let's go! Okay, it's actually a bit faster than I thought it would be. Excuse me! How am I doing this on a Friday night? Oh god, is it getting closer? Frick. Damn it! I didn't say I've been through here 3 times already. Whatever. Okay. I think they start on the left side here. Oh, they start. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. See, now these enemies didn't really shoot back before, but now they freaking are. Frick! Please get frick. Yeah, give me that life. I think I usually get a life a little bit earlier than that point. Guess not on normal. Wow. I wonder if I should just be like the intermediate time streamer that's like early and late enough that people will be off of work here in the Eastern and possibly Pacific, and then early enough that people in Europe don't creepily stay up too late. Because I never even thought about that. I wasn't really expecting people from Europe to really be showing up. But now I feel bad, because poor Menric and Ritter had to go to sleep. But, they still showed up and said hi before going to bed. Alright, Missia, you're going down. I don't even remember why you're attacking me. Easy clap. Give me that. Yeah, next map is gonna be rough with this team. Plus, it's also the one I start really dying a lot in. So we're just gonna get a double whammy of quick me. Yeah, maybe when I get to the ending, we'll go and we'll end stream and just go raid He is streaming Sea of Stars, which is a really cool RPG, and I may have missed the second half of his last stream, but whatever. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't remember it starting like that, but okay. I don't remember this. I don't remember this. I don't recall this. My brain is not functioning. It's just a stream pattern though, so it's not too bad. Get in the freaking zone where I can shoot you, please. I'm gonna fail! Oh my god, but I'm doing so good! Damn it! Damn it! I should have at least tried to time it. Whatever. Okay, here comes the carnage. We're gonna die a lot. Still kind of surprised that I once you see even an easy, like I realize it's easy mode and it's like, wow, Maya, freaking why are you impressed by that? But like, I'm impressed by it regardless of the simple task that I had completed. Like, listen, I spent most of the day trying to get a raccoon out of a trailer, okay? And I don't mean like a trailer that people live in, I mean like a tractor trailer. Like, there were 60 pallets of goods in there. I think it was in there overnight from when it was shipped to us. Oh, please. Gonna suck. Okay, at least it's not moving too fast in my eyeballs. I did not place myself well for this. It was a mistake. Everything was a mistake. Everything was a mistake. Oh, what's the pattern for this? Oh, that's the pattern for it. I just had to be cool. You got a whole coon shipped to you? Yeah, we had a poor little guy shipped to us. And he wasn't a fully grown one. Like, in the morning, we discovered him in the... One of our guys discovered him in the trailer. And then everyone was like, hey, there's a raccoon in this trailer. And then... telling a story while dodging is hard! Have a safe trip home, Crane. Maybe I'll die 4 times before you make it home. Okay, back to trying to tell a story. Well, dying. At least I didn't actually die. I had a death bomb, so whatever. Full power mode again. Hey, where was I? We found the raccoon in the morning, and the guys told us, hey, there's a raccoon in here. So we had one of our guys pull the trailer from our dock door and put it out in the yard with the doors open, hoping to get the guy out. And then my boss was like, go get some cat food so we can lure out the freaking the raccoon. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed a couple cans of cat food. Telling stories while dodging is hard. I bombed. Why can't you read that I bombed? And I mean that in the sense that I wanted to use a bomb, not in the sense that I'm dying. Pain. Decisions. Why do I play bullet hells when I don't want to make decisions? I remember the spell card. Story. Tell the story, stupid. Tell the story as you're dodging bullets and trying not to die, stupid. So then we tried to let the raccoon in after like a few hours. So this was like, I don't know, like 8 a.m. we found the raccoon. And so we kept it out in the yard, the trailer out in the yard up until like 1:30-ish, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I had a new hire coming at 12. So then, wait. So stressful! And the death bomb didn't pop up again. I was so close to perfecting this. How long are you gonna stay up? I don't know, it's Friday and I had a nap, so. Break this. Just bomb everything. Rainbow laser away. I don't know. My Crane, are you gonna play some Phasmo tonight? Yeah, play some Phasmo tonight. I'm gonna play some Azure thing. Because if you got energy, we can Xenogears. I thought you weren't gonna stream today. Sir, I have energy. I have tea, and I have puto, and I have taiyaki, and I think I have an onigiri in the fridge somewhere, and I have mango ice cream, and I can work on emotes, and I can talk to you on stream. Fam, I got you. If you have one person, if you have 1 million followers, well, I am one of them. If you have 1,000 followers, I am one of them. If you have 1 follower, that is me. If you have no followers, I am dead! I'm alive! No! I was doing so well! Okay, so let's do it. Good to hear. Just let me know. Mendrick won't be there though. He went to bed. Supposedly. You know how he is. He'll like say, I'm going to bed like 5 times and then not actually go to bed. I never even finished my raccoon story. Rick. So 1:30 p.m. today, we put the trailer out in the parking lot and then we started offloading it on like the ramp to actually go inside. And so my boss was offloading it with a pump cart while we had Rick! Oh wow, I actually did that nice. We had someone on a forklift on standby at the end of the trailer to move pallets inside while he did the manual labor. And meanwhile, I was there with a flashlight to try and make sure that Did I not have any bombs? Oh, I'm on my last level. Frick! Could have done that! Yes. Oh, I'm so tiny now. I'm firing my laser. That's correct. Anyway, so my basic job was to make sure that the raccoon didn't come out from a pallet. I forgot that we're fighting Rainbow. Frick. That the raccoon didn't come. Frick! That was a bad time to switch characters. To come out from behind a pallet and just like maul my boss over. Because we didn't see the raccoon, we didn't know how big it was. No one really had a really good description. No one had really seen it. But I was the only person with eyeballs good enough and young enough to freaking tell that, hey, there is a thing there. Like, I was pretty sure I could hear. Sorry, I'm focusing. No! I went the wrong way. I want that. Rainbow, please. Rainbow, please. Oh, does she aim literally where I am? Or can I utilize that? Or I find she's supposed like, I don't know if she's easier, but I just fight Marissa so many more times, I'm more used to her pattern. This would have been a really nice time to have a spread type, wouldn't it? But no, you have to fight Reimu on all the narrow range type characters. You only fight Reimu on narrow range type characters. Oh god, that's evil. Right. Hey, where was I? I was adjusting my glasses with my hand and I therefore died. Wonderful. Beautiful. The curse of being blind. Wow, this isn't even a hard spell card. I'm just being really stupid. Frick. I'm being so aggressive right now. It's not. It hurts. It hurts! Maybe it is. I thought I still had invisibility flames! Okay. Where was I in the story? It's very hard to tell the story at this point. I wish I had the... Oh my god, this sucks so much not having the proper, like, freaking keyboard controls. So, I was making sure that my boss didn't get mauled over. And so, when we got to, like, near the end of the trailer, I could see him over in the raccoon over in the corner of the, trailer near the end. He was by the corner. And so he was kind of staying there, so they were like freaking out. I'm like, okay, well, these are the last few pallets, so if he's gonna freaking do something to us, it's gonna be like now or soon. But so like when I looked through like the hole of one of the pallets, I could see his tail and his body on one side, and then like his eyes gleaming on the other side. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was like on auto mode right there, which I guess is what needs to be done if you're streaming and doing something stupid like this. Like talking and playing a shmup. That's such a waste of a bomb, but whatever. I've already game overed twice in this freaking boss. Oh, what the frick? Please. Please have mercy on my freaking soul. My eyeballs just see red. Everything is just red. Everything is red. Balls. Frick. Frick. Oh, frick. I thought I was gonna make it. Alright, where's I in the story for the 800th time? I'm gonna die. Oh my god, the freaking yin-yang orbs are freaking me up now. Oh. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to an ending, because I've used way so many continues. This sucks. I can't even bomb while I'm Alice! I'm like pressing the X button and it's not letting me bomb, so I literally have to at least let go of one button to bomb. Freaking hate ghosting. ghosting sucks. Actually, you know what? I have a Bluetooth keyboard. I don't know if the ghosting is the same or not. Let me just wipe it down real quick. Where's the tissue? Tissue! Papier! Papier! And then, frick. So anyway, as I'm doing this, I'll finish the story. So, we get to the end of the trailer, we've unloaded it, and we see the raccoon, and it's not coming at us, and I'm pretty sure the poor guy was in that trailer all night, at the very least, if not 2 nights. Now, you know, I think he probably potentially would have died if it was 2 nights. I think he would have, like, dehydration and everything, but, like, we didn't, like, really see too many claw marks or stuff in the door or anything, so maybe he was probably just for 1 night. Okay. This feels weird, though. This keyboard feels weird. Okay! I need something to put the keyboard on, though, because I do not have desk space. Un momente. Here, I'll grab my tablet so that I can draw later. Maybe when Crane streaming, I'll work on emotes or something. I don't know. But anyway, we got to the last. Oh, this is too small. This is gonna be cursed no matter how I do this, isn't it? Okay. Let's try and clear some space on my keyboard, on my desk, not my keyboard. The keyboard's what we're trying to make space for. So where was I? We emptied the trailer. He's over in the nose, which is what we call the end of the trailer that doesn't have the doors. Like the front of the trailer, the one that's actually behind the truck when it gets pulled. Does this have... Yes, it has the proper ghosting, but it feels freaking weird. God damn it. I mean, it reacts well. Oh, it's this one. I don't remember. Well, at least I can death bomb now. Maybe I should have just done this from the get-go. I should have done this from the get-go. I was hoping that would take long enough time for me to do this after. I don't mind this one as much. I'm still not amazing at it. This was a mistake! Oh, frick, look at me! Sobs uncontrollably! Whoa. Swag! Alright. I haven't said that in like ages. I used to have ah! I captured it! Oh, I'm so happy! Oh, I'm so happy! I didn't get a bonus, but I got it. This is where the run probably ends. So we get to the nose of the trailer where the poor little guy is, and so he could potentially just leave the trailer now. He doesn't have to be held hostage by the freaking can of metal that was used to transport human goods around. What a wonderful species we are. And so you're gonna stay for now. While that's happening, the boss has to go. He has to do something else. Woo! Yay, Touhou is fun. Hi, family team TH. I take it the TH is Touhou. I've been doing terribly this particular run. I just switched keyboards so that I could actually do death bombs. Indeed. Indeed. So I had the chat choose which characters to play. And I have to say I'm not really that great with this team. I'm usually a lot more of a spread shot person. Oh my god, I didn't press the button. Like a moron. How goes game? I had like 3 continues in the last stage. It was great. I have changed keyboards. I had enough of the laptop keyboard. Oh, I need that. That's so bad. Hi, did you mention... You did mention the keyboards, yeah. So, yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but... Whoa. These games have like a bomb system, where here, if I press X, I will use up an item that clears up the screen, essentially. But the last keyboard wasn't letting me do that properly, which was why it was hard and pain. But this one does. So it's a lot easier to play. I will say, I don't know how I like about how the fields look. It doesn't feel like I'm making as precise of movements as I would like to. Easier option is the best. Yeah, this is a Bluetooth keyboard, so not that old school, but frick! Yeah, we like death bombing. Wait, family, if you're still there. Do you know if in this game, if there's a proper death... I'm pretty sure there's a proper death bomb in this game. Where it's like, if you death bomb, the bomb lasts longer. And if it does, is it like... Does it also use up an extra bomb? Or is it just last longer? Yeah, it says Final Spark instead of Master Spark. So it's definitely longer. It's a different spell. Frick me! Give me that! Give me that! Give me everything! Oh my god. Ron is dead! Ron is dead! Great, where are you? You need to start the stream so I don't have to die anymore. I'm going further and further from the boss, but the boss is following me, so thank you there, boss. The values are doubled for everyone. Let me just... The proper death bomb in this game is 1 frame. Frames 2 to 30 activate that bigger death bomb that uses 2 bombs, basically. Oh, okay. The values are doubled for Rainbow. Ah, okay. So I didn't do an actual proper death bomb. So if I do a proper death bomb, it's 1 frame, but it won't actually use a it won't use 2 bombs. And it will just be the regular bomb. Yeah. Oh my god, I moved too far low. Did he kill me? I mean, it did kill me. Not actually kill me. Can't get a proper, like, happy medium with my keyboards, can I? I wonder, you know how if you have a mouse, you can set the sensitivity? I wonder if that's like that, too, for, like, keyboards. Look how... I guess maybe I just have to get used to it. I should not have been fooling around when I was doing that. Why'd I do that? They just move forward into that. And there's actually a little bit of slowdown on my computer, actually. A couple times. Yeah, happened again. Why are you doing that? Yeah, the proper death bombs are pretty perfect, yeah. Thank you for confirming for me. Whoa, the screen just went white. Oh, because I right, because I did so many continues. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That's okay. Oh, that's the first time playing that in the longest time. Is Crane up yet? No. Clean up my stream stuff and all this stuff. Anyway, death bomb is virtually never a good idea. Well, I mean, I prefer it to actually just dying. It's like the lesser evil, you know what I mean? Better to just know you should bomb ahead or recognizing danger before you actually get it. Yeah. But I'm really stubborn, so that usually that's not normally what happens with me. Which is great. Let's use up all the bombs. Let's double the bomb usage. Yay. Gonna tend to a few things. See you later. Is have fun with this Maya. Thanks, Nosy. I'm probably ending soon. I was just trying to wait and see if Crane would pop up so we could raid him, but I think we're probably just gonna go ahead and raid Crash. We're gonna crash into Crash's stream. He is playing the new RPG game, Sea of Stars. Let me just shout him out before we do. Why is that not working? Why is it that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't? Oh, because I freaking misspelled his name for the 8 bajillionth time. I'm sorry, Crash. Why is it? It's literally always him. He's always the person whose name I misspelled. There we go. It's done. God, I could listen to this music forever. I'll listen to this music at work, and then people will be like, "Why are you looping this for 4 hours?" And I'll be like, "Because it's good." And I'm the one that's running the office, so it's all my say. We're gonna listen to Touhou music all day. Alright, let's go do the thing. Hopefully I'll actually have, what's it called? Actual emotes this week, and... Crash. You're gonna get your crash. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. It was a short stream. I didn't even mean to go this long, but I guess the normal run ended up being faster than I thought because of that. And also, I just wasn't chatting as much as the normal run. I think I chatted a bit more in the easy run. So then, if you guys don't see me again all this weekend, have yourselves a great weekend. If you guys are going to sleep right after the raid, please do take care of yourselves. Participate in the raid if you want a little bit more coin, or if you want to support Crash for a little bit. And I'll see you guys next time. And let's raid. Viewers are ready to raid. And go ahead and crash into Crash's stream. We should really come up with a death phrase, a raid phrase at some point. All right, take care. See you there.